Welcome again, everyone. Jerry's Old Guy Review. And Let It Fly on Fridays, episode 12, the final episode of 2024. Look who's here. Brought to you from sunny North Pole, Alaska, Canada's creepy neighbor, who you hope isn't home, but you know he's looking through your windows. Oh, show me that eye. Show me the eye. There it is. There's, oh shit, he saw me. Oh, my bad. Yowie, that was my mouth you were putting your tongue in, you homar. So again, this is, we're not gonna just rant and rave tonight. Tonight is all about you. Love, kindness, little channels. I'm loving us. I'm loving our group. I'm loving what we're building right now on YouTube. Screw you, algorithm. So I have done this for over 4 years on this channel. And today was the first time somebody made me a video. Mr. D, Mind's Eye, I thank you, sir. About my little FMS FCX18. I appreciate the video. Oh, wait a minute. I got to clean my bench off a little bit. Let me get those out of the way. Yeah, all these manual tools. Man, because that's all I do. Let me get these out of here. Oh, shoot, I dropped one. What did I drop? Oh, I'm going to need that. That's one of my 1.5 hex drivers. I'm going to need that. Let me just get those out of the way. So, getting back to the love and kindness. This year has been phenomenal. And it's you guys. You know, I focus on doing what you guys want to see. And right now for 2025, we have the Versus Challenge coming up where, now everybody slow down. I love the fact that everyone on the channel here listens like I do. When I make the video announcing the 12 trucks that'll be in the competition, could be 14 now. I'm weighing things. That's when we're going to start making guesses and whatnots. I sat back and giggled because that's what I love about my channel. We are all so similar. That's the first thing I would have did too. I would have started throwing my vote out. I'm going to play with things. I'll explain this in a minute. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, I might have to work on this while I'm talking. I have one last bit of the course. Oh, let me check on one of my manual tools. I've got one last piece. I'm going to tell you, I've been putting vehicles through the ringer. Yeah, that's weird. Oh, let me just pick these up for a minute. Oh man, it's tough when you keep all your manual tools on another section and you got to walk over to it. I've got the one last section. I decided that I originally built the section for the 118s. And the 118s could go in between the obstacles. Well, as I've been running the big trucks, as I've been running the big trucks, I've noticed that the gaps were too wide. And this was actually the finale part that came down. Sucks for the truck to basically do the course and then wipe out at the end. So doing a little mod on that, you know, and that's not, well, maybe it'll help going up. I wanted to have multi-purpose parts, and nothing can get up it. I've got some bits, some platforms where I'm going to lower the inclines a little bit, just trying to make it more accessible for all the trucks to be able to get up to the top, and then they got to navigate. But man, it's the ramp going up, it's the ramp that goes, I'm looking at it, it's a little ramp that I made that you have to go up and over the handlebars of the four-wheeler and back down again. That's a bitch. You know, that is showing me every truck that's bumper's too big or is too long where it can't get all the way down and kind of level out and come back up. It's a whole thing. This is building your own course in your mind and then having to navigate spray foam and, you know, pieces of wood. It's a pain. So we're working on that. I've already, for some reason, this course is like a siren song to Miss Diane, because I was just tinkering around the other day and she came down to tell me dinner was ready. Miss Diane never comes down and tells me dinner's ready. She just basically yells or stomps on the floor. And then she commences sitting and watching the SCX-10 OG trying to navigate the course, just snickering. So I told her she's going to be part of this, where she is going to be out here hopefully filming. So we might have some inappropriate lady commenting in our serious man versus toy video. Rude. Can't even believe we're letting ladies into the workshop. But we are, because I was told I had to. So again, this year, fabulous. You guys have given me so many ideas, and it's what you want to see. I don't care if it's got 5 views. It's what you guys want to see. It's your questions. That is what bred adding story time with Jerry, you know, table talk, you know, all these segments. Let It Fly on Fridays. Some of these segments were, table talk was far and in between. Let It Fly was dead. Now we're on episode 12 of the new version after a 2-year break. We're doing fabulous. I love all the interactions we've done, which lately, the last 3 weeks, I've released a video on Friday and had all my comments responded to by friggin' Monday. That's unheard of. We're still not liking the videos as much as, you know, I'd like to see, you know, compared to the views. But you guys are all commenting more. And that is the big thing to me. That every week I have somebody's name to read out on Let It Fly. You know, you guys that just sit and watch the video at home and don't do YouTube, it's humbling to me. First of all, that you guys take your time out of your day to watch my videos. Watch them at work. You know, watch them, you know, I'm a little shy still. I don't know why. I'm not in real life. But when it comes to the videos, you know, watching you or showing you guys showing a stranger one of my videos, it just blows me away. But also, going into my local hobby shop and talking to Jeremy, the owner, Arctic Wings RC, North Pole, Alaska, and having somebody recognize my voice. And then I look and I see the demographics of the age swing from 20s to 60s. Men, women, ladies, I am not adverse to you being on the channel at all. I just want you to comment. Throw some comments out. The ladies can be in the RC just as much as the fellas. And the countries. That's another thing. I can sit with Miss Diane and go through my analyticals at the end of the week. Somebody in India is watching me. People in Chechnya are watching this little friggin' guy from North Pole, Alaska. And it is humbling. And I don't see that it's ever... I've had a huge uptick in subscribers. And I don't think that the love that it and the joy that it fills my heart with is going to go away. Cripe. Alaska Wilderness, Alaskan cold beer. Yeah, they're not a sponsor, but you know what? I might get in trouble, but you know what? It's a small brewery that's starting out, and just like my channels, I'm going to buy your product, sir, or ma'am. Because the advertisement on the flyer while I was waiting in line with some wine for Miss Diane was intriguing. And that's the little thing. Thankfully, that's the way I'm wired. Normally, I'm not wired right. Well, hello, producer, director in training. Nobody even said a word to you. No. Strangely, you never look at the camera, but people mention when you harass me. No means no. Sir, no means... Putting your hand on my shoulder doesn't fill me with confidence. That's just a creeper moment. Get off my pen. This is my life. Get down. Hi, baby boy. You gonna come produce? Come on up here. Come on. There is our producer. Ow, that was my ear. You bitch. You hit me in the ear. My ear bone. This is, for those who don't know, this is Mr. Todd Burris. This is Yowie's baby boy, 8 months old. Stop digging me. You're just like your dad. Wants to be, this is one of Audrey's babies. This is the director, producer in training. And he was watching a video with me the other day with servos going on, and he couldn't stop listening. He has got the makings. You're filthy, sir. What was that about? All they want is a treat. So, it's just like when I'm down here making videos with these characters. Teddy bits. I've got my crazy characters at home. I'm starting to develop some crazy characters on their own YouTube channels. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? And this community is so, it's just staggering. And when I can sit and watch a video and just snicker, or I can snicker and walk away with some info, that is where we're at now. There's a lot of channels that I started out with that we just don't see around anymore. And MPK Hobby RC I started with. I don't know where he is. He's not communicating back, or he's not on the YouTube. RC Nixter, I can't get an answer from him. That's my RC. He actually has started to make new videos again. He's into flight now, it looks like. Jay Sinister Productions, he got out of it. Sold off his RCs. Man. Jay Sinister and I, first Christmas ever, I gave away 3 trucks. One of them was his. I gave away a truck, he gave me a truck to give away. And then Miss Diane got involved and bought a third. Then my local hobby shop took me up with one, and I gave that away at one of our crawler events. I mean, that's the thing, and that's the same thing versus challenge. Now, I'm learning I need to let go of some products here. So, already shot one off across the country to New Mexico. Stay small, if you guys haven't checked out the video yet. He bought a rig off of me. That's his thing. So, it was easy for me to let it go, knowing that it was going to go to a good home that was going to do something with it. Versus challenge, I'm going to give a truck away. I'm deciding on the truck. You guys have put out your feelers, but it's going to be ultimately my decision. And, you know, you're paying shipping on it. You know, I got to let some of this go so I can bring in some new products. But like I've said before, it's tough right now. Well, no, it's not. I would get at least 2 of the new Red Cat 18s, a Scout and the Ascent. I want the Ascent Carbon. I want the FMS, the new FCX 10, because it's an LC90, which again, I relayed that all in the last video, why I want that. I mean, there's just, you know, trucks like this, which we're going to get to it, Robert. I know you're sitting there. This is a heart and soul, hours of work. Just to see this all lit up, driving around, makes me giddy. It was a different design. We'll revisit the old HGP 802 one day. Codename the Crim, if you haven't watched any of those videos. But this is the kind of stuff I need to get back into. Instead of all this crawlery stuff, I need to get back. I got kits I got to finish in the shop. And maybe that's what we're going to do more of. But I need to go with a briefcase full of cash over to Arctic Wings. I need servos. I need receivers. I need 1080s. I got a list going. But Robert, HG 802, you didn't tell me how you broke the leaf spring. And I hope it's not the main plastic one. Because, sir, I don't even own in the workshop a coil or a leaf spring that short. Most leaf springs are 4 to 5 inches. Some of them are longer. This one is only like 3 and some change, and it slides. So I don't know what you did. Well, I kind of know what you probably did. You were probably trying to take the rear end apart and got a little aggressive. But, man, I hate to say this, because I'm usually quick to come up with a hillbilly rig, you know, being the creepy neighbor and all. But this has got a spring pack on it, and it's got 4 normal metal leaf springs you can get from everywhere to Tamiya, RC four-wheel drive, but it's that main leaf that's just weird, and it's so small, which has got to be just because the distance. See, Tamiya does arms down low, and then they put the leaf spring upside down across the top. So that's what's weird about Tamiya. So sir, I can't help you with that. You are going to unfortunately have to. There's a Facebook group. I think it is 802, 803 Facebook group. You might be able to get some help there. Somebody might have done some crazy mods, and they might have some leaf springs they'd sell you. Other than that, I was looking. I've got G-Made, I've got RC four-wheel drive, I've got Tamiya. The springs are all too big. So, once again, you know what, Robert? That right there, all that free time I used researching this for you and measuring and doing research, that is the sign of a good friend. A good American friend. Just saying. No problem, Robert. For you, it was no problem at all. I don't want any kudos. I don't want any back slapping. Suck it, mind's eye. And with that, let's move it on to the shout-outs for this year. The final shout-outs for 2024 from the friendliest American you know. Sonia Bruno, Tim Johnson, longtime viewer, Larry Barnhart, Jimbo 4203. Damn it, I said this right before. Safiquin. Tell me it's Safiquin. Respond in the comments. Safiquin. Tell me I did that right. And for channels, I don't know why I'm subscribed, but I didn't bring them up before. NeoRC, Neorc, and Captain RC, but it's KPTAINRC. I think he's German. He's got the accents, and it makes me want to tune in many times over. Yeah, I know it's horrible, okay? But it makes all the guys at work laugh. And with that, again, all of my recent channels. You know what? We're all little channels, but we're big in each other's hearts. You know who I'm talking about. Looking at you. And I'm not even going to, I didn't write it down, so I'm not going through the list again. But if you guys view Mind's Eye and Jerry's Oldguyreview, you're going to see some good back and forth going. If you read the comment sections between both of us, I wish I was closer to Toronto. I'd just show up at his house with these. But next time we are going to be together will be, let's shoot for the New Year's. The first of the year, let's shoot for that video. And then the next time we'll be seeing each other is the first Let It Fly on Fridays, episode 13, New Year's 2000, or the new year of 2025. And with that, from the crew, from the workshop, from the poll, thank you, everyone. Like and subscribe. Give me some shit in the comments. And I will talk to you on the next one.